morning, all. Welcome to C Software Solutions. So, in our last session, if you remember what we have completed, can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me last session what we have completed? We have completed in our last session accessibility modifier. Yes or no? What is the accessibility modifier and how we can? What are the four labels are there and all these things we have seen, right? I hope you all remember. You all remember all these steps, and you have tried all the programming in your system. Yes or no? Anyone faced any issues during programming? Whenever you are trying in your own system, anyone faced any issues? No, right? Okay, great. So in our today's class we are going to see variables and types of variables. Okay, so what is variable and what are the types of variable and where we can use those types of variables? Yes or no? Hey, come on. So we'll see what are the variables that we need to use in our programming base and what is the types of variable, how we can use them, and what is global variable, what is local variable. Yesterday in our last session I show you about global variable, local variable, if you remember, right? Okay, so those things how we can going to use. There are also some other steps, like we need to other rules that we need to follow while working with variables, right? So that we'll see in our today's sessions. Can we Okay, super. Now this is nothing but variable and types of variable. Clear? Okay. Definitely. So what is so now we can see first what is variable. Why we are calling this as variable? Why not with any names, any other names? Why we are calling it as variables? Variables are named variables. Variables are named. What we can say? What named memory location? Variable is nothing but a named memory locations. Suppose we are writing any kind of int x is equal to 10, so 10 is going to store inside the x, right? So x is nothing but the variable, x is nothing but the name that contains the variable, right? Memory locations used to store temporarily during program. We can modify that data. Yes or no? Suppose let's say int x is equal to 10, right? That means this 10 is going to store inside x. Yes or no? That means x is the name, right? Suppose we can say this is one person. Let's assume this is one person. Okay, this is one person. Yes or no? How this diagram looks like? Very interesting. Okay, yes or no? Very interesting. Yes, this is a person. Suppose, can you call this person as a person? That means, suppose, definitely there should be some name of this person, right? Or should you call this person, hey person, listen? Will you do like this? No, right? Suppose this person name is, let's assume, Alan. Okay, that means Alan is the name who contains this person. Yes or no? Alan is the name which contains this person. Yes or no? So Alan is the name which contains the person. Same like this, variable x contains the 10. Yes or no? Able to understand? Now here, how can we create a variable? Create a How can we create a variable? Questions, right? How can we create a variable? A variable can be created by using data type by using data types. So what are data types we have completed? Yes or no? What are data types? Already we have completed in our previous sessions. Correct. So here a variable can be created by using data types. As we have two types of data types, we can create two types of variable. Okay, what are those two types of variable? First one is primitive variable. Then second one is what? Tell me. Then second one is reference variable. Yes or no? Primitive variable and referenced variable. What is the primitive variables? Tell me. These variables are created by using primitive data types. Yes or no? Primitive data types. And here these variables are created by using, tell me, by using referenced data type. Yes or no? These are. So what is the difference between primitive and reference data type? Last time also we have discussed the same, right? The main difference between the primitive and referenced variable or primitive or reference data type is primitive value will store the data directly, where reference value will store the reference object, right? Not direct value. We can make a note of it. Okay, the main difference between these two what between these two is, tell me, primitive primitive variable stores data directly. Primitive variable stores the data directly, whereas referenced variable stores what? Reference of the object, not the direct value. Yes or no? Not the direct value. So if we'll see, let's assume this is int x is equal to 10. Yes or no? That means int x is equal to 10 means if we'll see, this is the x. Memory will be created here, right? Memory will be created here, x. Now here 10 will be get stored. Here 10 will be get stored. Yes or no? This 10 will store here. Then what if we'll create some object? Okay, if we'll reference to variable. What is the reference to variable? Suppose this is one reference to variable. Okay, example e is equal to new example. Yes or no? Now, yeah, an object will be getting created or not with this e. Hey, come on, these things already we have covered in our previous sessions. You forgot, huh? Okay. Now, example here, one reference will be created, right? Which contains the new example. Suppose this is one reference. Okay, this is 13636. Some this reference contains the new example. So, are you thinking like this will be coming like this new example? New example will store like this inside the memory? No, the reference will get stored in the memory, right? This will be getting stored in the memory, reference object, not the direct value. Let's assume this type of values are there here. Okay, 10 and 20. Okay, 10 and 20, these two values are available inside examples. So will those two variables come and store in this box? No, there will be a reference, because this 10 and 20 available inside example class, right? So example class contains these two values. right? So that means values are not getting stored directly. Instead of that, the object reference will be getting stored. That object reference contains these two values, right? So this is the main difference between these two values, right? As per compiler, as per compiler and as per JVM, okay, we don't have what, we don't have separate name called reference variable, referenced variable, referenced variable. Okay, that means there is a primitive type variables. That means what, like single values like int x, double x. Okay, like you can say double or float value, any float values. So those things if you'll see primitive values. Okay, so here there is no separate name called reference variable. There is no separate name called reference variable. just the variables just the variables created by using what, reference data type are also considered as normal variables only, as normal variables only. Means we can call them as normal variable also, but here for your reference we are calling them as referenced variable. Yes or no? Can we see that many things what we have noted down in our application? Can we see in our applications? Yes. So let's see. Let's see. Suppose let's close all the applications because this is close all. Okay, this is our fresh. Yes or no? This is our fresh class and new topics that we are checking here today. Now, suppose we can assume, let's assume this is our class variable 1, variable 1. Suppose main method is there. Okay. Suppose we can say variable 1, and here we can take class variable. Okay, this is a separate class I am taking, and here we have another class. Okay, suppose this class public, we can save this class as variable 1. Okay, as variable 1. So now what we can do, suppose let's assume this class variable contains two values. Okay, int x is equal to 10, as I mentioned. Okay, int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 20. These two values this class contains, correct? That's it, fine, no issues. Now here we can assume, suppose this is variable 1 class contains main method, right? Inside this, what we'll do for your better understanding, we'll comment, and we'll comment something like this: primitive what, tell me, primitive variables int p is equal to, suppose let me mention 50, int q. Okay, int q is equal to what, tell me. Here one interesting thing we'll do. Okay, int q is equal to m1 method. Let's call m1 method. Now you can ask me, sir, where is m1 method? How you are calling this m1 method and storing this m1 method inside a variable? How is this possible, right? So can we create a m1 method here like this, inside this m1 method? Can we create a m1 method? Yes or no? Hey, come on, tell me. So m1 method, if we create m1 method and we are storing that inside a q. Q is the variable which contains, which is calling m1 method, and m1 method should have some values. Yes or no? M1 method should have some values. Yes or no? M1 method should have some values. Now what we can say, since we are calling this m1 method, what would be the return type of this m1 method? Yes or no? There should be some void, int, long, float, anything will be there, right? So what will be the return type? Return type, obviously int will be there. Return type definitely should be int. Yes or no? Definitely should be int. Why? Because we are storing this M1 values, we are storing inside, tell me, inside a int type variable inside the q is nothing but the int type. So definitely whatever value is going to return, this value also should be of return type, right? This value also should be the return type also should be int of this method, right? Can you mention like this, return 60? Can you mention like this? Simple, nothing. Very simple programming we are doing. So here, can we call this method, can you make this to static? Okay, these things also we'll see. What if we'll make this to static, so what will happen if we'll not make this to static, then what will happen? So those things we'll see in our static and non-static concept next coming days, okay, after 2-3 classes. So only the thing just I wanted to let you know, this static if we mention, we can call directly. Okay, if we'll remove the static, means any non-static method or non-static variables, that we can call by using object. Object means simply you need to create the variable. Variable b is equal to new variable. How we are creating object? So non-static variables or non-static methods, if you want to call, means we need to create the object first, then by using object we can call. But static variable, static method, directly we can call. Since this is the static variable, static method, we are calling this directly and storing this value, which is it is going to return 60. That 60 will be getting stored here. Yes or no? Any doubt? Now that is done, right? Now we'll create one referenced variable. Referenced variable, right? Referenced variable. String s1 is equal to what? String s1 is equal to, we can mention like m1. Okay, we can mention like, suppose a, let's say we are storing this a inside the string s1, then string s2 is equal to new string. Yes or no? String s2 is equal to new string of same thing, new string of a. Yes or no? New string of a. Now can we create like this? Example e is equal to new example. Not example. Here we have created the variable, right? It's not variable b, new variable. Yes or no? Variable v is equal to new variable. So you able to understand these things or not? You able to understand these things or not? Hey, come on. Any doubt? Any doubt you guys are having? Any doubt? No doubt, right? Yes. So simple. Here I just wanted to show you how we are creating primitive variable. What is the reference variable, right? What is the reference variable, and how we can create another class, and how we are storing that variable inside a single values, right? That means if we'll see here, p will be contain 50, q will contain 60. Yes or no? You want me to show you? You want me to show you? You want me to show you? Here, able to understand or not? Here, let's say this is p contains 50. If we'll print this q, what will come? It is calling the m1 method, right? It is calling the m1 method. That means whenever it will calling the m1 method, then what m1 method is returning? That 60. Now 60 will come and it will store inside the q variable, right? Now then string s will be containing that a. So here you can ask one question. Okay, hello sir, this is s, this is s, okay, and this contains. So will s value directly store here, or how is it? No, s value, this is a reference type variable. So definitely one object will be created, and that object reference will be stored something like this. You can assume 1010. This is the object reference which contain the string values. This is the object reference. Here we can call it as what here you can call it as, suppose s, this contains s, this contains s, okay, and this is the object reference, this is the object reference. Now that object reference will store here, not direct value. That is the reason we are calling it as a reference variable. Clear or not? Yes. Now if you'll print, suppose if you'll print this one, if you'll print a, suppose you wanted to print a plus, okay, we'll give something like this. In single line we'll print, right, q, okay, in s1, s1, then plus s2, right, then s2. If we'll print something like this, let's see what will be coming. Let's see what will be coming. Compile successfully or not? It will, compilation will successful or not? Yes. Now tell me, see what is coming. 50, 60, a is coming or not? A is coming or not? Tell me. Now you can say, hello sir, how a is coming directly? You were saying na, this is not a value, will not come directly, the object will be coming, right? Yes. So this is a string type, means reference type. But if will be here, if will print again variable v, okay, variable v, what will come? Tell me. Tell me. Variable, suppose variable we are printing control 1 and control 2. See what is coming. Is this any value that 1020 is coming or not? No, the 1020 is not coming. Instead of that, a variable is coming, like an object is coming. This is nothing but the reference, that we can say. Correct. This is nothing but the reference. This is nothing but the reference, hash code of these values, right? This is nothing but the object reference. That's why it is coming. But string, since s1 and s2 contains value directly a, so this a will be storing inside s1. String means there is a concept, string constant pooled area, that we will also see next coming days. How a or any string value will be stored in string, then what is the uses of string constant pooled area, those things you will see. Okay, now these things are, you are clear or not? Yes. So next, can you copy this program for your reference and paste it in your, in our notepad file? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Now if you'll see, if you'll see, this is completed. Okay, if you'll see, this is completed. Next, what next? So here we can mention some limitations of variable. Limitations of variable. What is the limitations of variable? It can only store value at a time. It can store value at a time. Okay, suppose if we assign new value, then old values will be replaced with new value. Yes or no? If we put any new values, it will replace. That means it always returns the latest modified value. Latest modified value. Yes or no? How it will return the latest modified value? Can you see the in program? Here suppose you are using int p is equal to, tell me, int p is equal to 50. Now we have created here, we can update the values, right? Now what is the value of p? We can tell value of p is coming as 50, right? Modify value. How we can modify the value? Suppose you can, don't write again int, okay, just write p equal to 100, right? That means we are informing JVM, hey JVM, I want to store this 100 value in p, okay. So here if we use int again, it will throw error. Already you have declared that p variable, how we are declaring again one more variable with same name, right? So we can update the p variable. Now the latest value is 100, right? Now see what is the value of p, is coming 100 or not? Able to understand, right? So every time it will be replacing with new values, whatever modified values will be there, every time it will be replacing, right? So if we modify primitive value, the previous value is replaced with new value. Yes or no? The previous value is replaced with new value. But if we modify referenced value, okay, or referenced variable, previous object reference is replaced with new objects reference. Yes or no? New objects reference. And now this referenced variable, nothing, not required. So if we are having, suppose in this program you can see, while we are executing the applications, while we are running our applications, compiling and running our application, see here you can see some different value. Let's assume this is the value, okay, let's assume this is the values, okay, and these values, okay, so here we can, for your purpose, this is the, now this value is coming for what, tell me, for what, for new variable, right? Now can we update this variable? Modify primitive values, modify primitive value, here we can say primitive value, here we can modify reference value, yes or no? Now can we modify reference value, how we can modify? Like this, v is equal to one more variable, v new variable, v is equal to new variable, means same variable we are updating one more object, right? Can we compile and run the application? Compile and run the applications, compile and run the applications, compile and run the applications, yes or no? So now you can see this is variable, but same is coming. Why same is coming? Because variable class is same, we are not storing any other reference variables, right? Because whenever we are creating any reference variable, that means it is a new object, okay, it is a new object, but that code will be same. What is the code? Hash code, that code will be same, okay, that code will be same. Here if you'll see the variable, this is coming or not, this value is this is the new object value, okay, this is the new object value. That does not mean, here you can see, you can tell one thing, sir, this is same value, both are same value or not? Then how come you can say this is different? Values are coming same. Yes, values may be same, because here we are storing the same class, same variable class, but these two objects are not same, these two objects are not same. Now previously new variable was there, means here if we'll, let's see a diagram. See, this is one variable, okay, this is one, this is the v, this is nothing but the v, okay, this is nothing but the v. And when we store that new variable, okay, when we store that new variable, here a variable value got created, another variable value got created, having x is equal to 10, okay, x what, x is equal to 10, then y is equal to 20. So the reference of that will be something like this, the reference of that will be something like this. Suppose 1010, assume the reference. Now 1010 will be storing here or not? Okay, now instead of that value directly 1010 will be getting stored here. When next time we are updating the value here, okay, then it will, since it is already created, the object, again it will search for in cache label, okay, in cache label. How it will search, that also we will be going to see in our static and non-static control flow. Okay, after this chapter we are going to see static and non-static control flows, where you can see all the memory diagrams and how data will be getting stored, how it is using caches, right? So then this variable is already created. Now it will search for this variable in JVM base, right? JVM will search, is this variable already there in our cache base or not? If it is there, then it will create the same, then it will create, means it will use the same values. Yes, it's already there 10 10, so whatever the 10 10 is there, it will be printing here. Yes or no? Clear, right? Yes. Next, this is nothing but the variable and values are getting modified. Clear? Okay. Now we'll see the memory structure. Suppose we'll see one memory structure of a program. How memory structure will be happening? Suppose, okay, how memory structure will be happening? Suppose here we can take, okay, we can take one more example here. Okay, we can take one more example here. It will be very much helpful for you, and you will also get some enjoyment in programming. Okay, suppose variable 2, this is our class name, public class, public class, public class variable 2. Okay, public static void main string args, our int a is equal to what? Int a is equal to, let's assume 50. Okay, suppose SOPLN statement, system.out.println, here we can print a. Yes or no? Then again we can modify that a. Suppose, let me, what we'll do, we'll modify that a to 270, right? Now if we'll print the statement, what will be coming? System.out.println a. Yes or no? System.out.println a. Again, now we'll print, tell me, now we'll print what? Variable. Suppose we have an class. Okay, we have one class, example e is equal to new example. Yes or no? We have that class here or not? Left side, if you can see, we have example class or not? Or not available? Or we can take an sample class is there, right? Sample e is equal to new sample. Sample e is equal to what? Tell me, new sample. Yes or no? Yes. Now we can see system.out.println e e. Yes or no? System.out.println e. Then again, if we'll do the same, again if we'll do the same, what? Modifying the values, right? That means e is equal to new sample. One more object we are creating, and we are storing that inside the what? Tell me, inside the e variables, right? Inside the e reference. Now tell me, what is the memory structure for this? What will be the memory structure for this variable 2? What will be the memory structure for this? This will be first time, like, see, tell me, we'll take this one, copy, and we'll paste it here. Okay, we'll copy and we'll paste it here. We'll paste it here. Okay, we'll paste it here. We will paste it here, 12. Okay, yes. Now suppose, let's see, we'll see the memory diagram. Okay, how it will be happening. Then can you tell me what will be the output from this? What will be the output from this? Can we execute the application now? Can we execute the application now? Tell me, can we execute the application now? Control 1. Say system.out.println cannot access a symbol. Which symbol? System.out.println class file or example not found. Which example? Class file or example not found. Which example? Class e. What is the issues? What is the issues? Tell me. Here it is not able to find, huh? It is not able to find, or what? How is it? Okay. So now, why we are getting this error? Why we are getting this sample class is not able to find e 11? This one, system dot out dot println e. Okay. Why it is showing error? Sample class is not there, or how is it? Here sample class is there na in our applications. Yes or no? Variable 2, here we have that sample class or no? Where is that? Example class is also there. Okay, example class is also there. We can take that example. Sample class is there na. Okay, let's see in our folder base. Let's see in our code base what we can see. What we can see in our programs. In our programs, Java basic. Okay, here where is the sample class? Is there any sample class? If it is there, then why this error is coming? It should not come this error, right? Hey, tell me, where is the example 5, example 1? There is no example class, huh? Then how come it is showing that? That is the reason we are getting sample dot class file is there, fine. But where is that sample class itself is not there, na? Dot class file is there, but sample class is not there, correct? Sample class, test class. Suppose we can see test class. We can notepad. What is this test class contains? Test class contains. Okay, fine. This int a. We can take this test class or not? Let's assume we can take this test class also. This is our test class. Java file is there or not? New test. New test. E is equal to new test. New test. New test. Okay, new test. See now, are you getting any error? No, we are not getting any error because test class is present, right? So example, that means test Java class is present. So these are nothing but the left side you can see dot class files. That's why it was not able to recognize. Now see what is coming. Test 150, 70. Yes or no? 50, 70. Here you can see 50, 70 and these two values. See at later modifying, so these things, two values are coming or not, different. First 50 is coming a, then 70 is coming, then this one is coming, right? Then the different value is coming. Now you can see when we have updated with new values, new test, the same object is coming or not. Now you can ask, sir, previously how that value came as same values, now it is coming different, yes or no? This is the thing, first time we are running the applications with test class, correct? Now if we'll go for the memory diagram, and we already copy paste the applications in our Venn diagram. Okay, so these things, what we'll do, we will we will we will tell me, we will copy paste here, we will copy paste here. Okay, we'll copy paste here the applications. Now we'll see the memory diagram. Okay, here int x will be coming as what? Int x will be means overall conclusion. Okay, here we'll build the memory diagram. Okay, first int x will be create, right? This will be x. Okay, then this will be int a, this will be a will be create, then again a will update. Okay, now if you see, this is the a, this is a, yes or no? This is a, this is the a variable, and a variable first time a variable contains what? First time a variable contains 50, yes or no? First time a variable in this applications contains 50. First time a variable contains 50. Now first time 50 will be there. Okay, the next time when we are updating with 70, what will happen? That 50 will be, see here you can see, let me draw the diagram. First time 50 will be getting stored, right? Then second time when this one we are storing this value, then 50 will be erased and then 70 will be update. Okay, then 70 will be updating the things. What is the 70 will be updating the things? Now you can assume this one. Okay, 70 will be updated and now this value will be updated with 50. This will replace with 50. Same like this, one more same like this it will create, same like this it will create E also. Same like this it will create for E also. E also. Right. For E also it will create a new variable. For E also it will be creating a new sample, new object, it will store one new object. Suppose let's assume 1010, let's assume 1010 reference, then it will be replacing that values with new values, some new values. Yes or no? Suppose some new values will be coming 2020. This is the new values. Nothing but we can say what? Tell me. This is the, we can save it as variables and types of variables. Clear? So this is the memory diagram. So next what we can see? Next what we can see? Here we can see. Next we can see. Yes, tell me. Next we can see just here like this. Next we'll see this one, defining declaring. How we can declare, how can initializing, reinitializing and calling using a variable, yes or no? Using a variable. How we can do all these things? Now we'll be see. Now we'll see how we can declare a variable. What is the meaning of declaring a variable? Right. Now we will be checking this video. Okay. So here defining, declaring, initializing and reinitializing and calling a service. Okay. What is the calling a? Calling a variable. Right. So what is defining a variable? Defining is nothing but, what you can say, define is nothing but defining variable. What? Defining variable. Defining variable. Yes or no? Defining a variable. So nothing but we can say variable creations. Variable creation. Variable creation. Yes or no? With value is called variable creation with value is called what? Defining a variable. Defining a variable. Yes or no? Defining a variable. How it looks like? You can say accessibility modifier, then modifier like public static. Okay, so this is not mandatory, this is optional. You can say this is optional. Okay, you can say this is optional, or we will mention later. Modifier, then data type, data type then data type, what? Then data type, next what? Tell me. Data type, then variable name, then equal to value, then equal to value. Yes or no? Then equal to values. For example, we can mention here modifier, not modifier. Modifier, right? Here we can mention like optional. Okay, this is optional. This is modifier is optional because accessibility modifier we are using, right? So it's not mandatory to mention something like this. Okay, so this is optional. You can mention this is optional. What? Yes or no? Yes, this is optional. Now for example we can tell, here you can see, we can take an example. What? Public static int x is equal to 10. Done or not? Yes or no? Accessibility modifier, data type, variable name, value. Yes or no? Same like this, can you create one more reference variable? Public static example e is equal to new example. Clear or not? Here this is we are creating one int means in primitive type, one another one is reference type, right? So accessibility modifier. Okay, see why we put here optional. You may use the static, or that depends on your requirement. Okay, if you'll remove the static also, no issues. Okay, no issues, that depends on the requirement. If we'll put the static, we can what, we can use this directly inside the class. If we'll not use static, or if we'll be making them as non-static, by just by using the object, we can access them, right? So nothing else. It's so that is the reason I mentioned this is optional. Then next, what next? This is defining variable. Next, what? Now declaring variable. Declaring variable. Yes or no? Declaring a variable. Variable creations. Variable creation. What? Tell me. Variable creation without value is called declaring variables. Okay, with declaring variables. What is the syntax for this? This is the syntax. This is the syntax. What? This is the syntax. See, accessibility modifier, data type, variable name. So just we need to declare. We are not giving any values to here. We are not giving any values to here. For example, like this. Whenever you are mentioning something like this, you can tell it as, you can say we are declaring the variable. Simply we are declaring the variable. Okay, we are not defining a variable, we are declaring the variables, right? Now assigning and reassigning, assigning or reassigning a variable, or we can say initializing. Okay, same as initializing and reinitializing, assigning and reassigning the values. Yes or no? Assigning and reassigning the values. What is this? Storing values in a variable at the time of its creation. Yes or no? Of its creations. Of its creations is called initializing variable. Storing a value in a variable, storing a value in a variable after its creation is called assigning, is called reinitializing. Called reinitializing reinitializing a variable. So the same program you can take left side program. Yes or no? Left side program. How we put in place of 50, we make it as 70, right? So we can take the same example like this. How we store this 670 here, and how we replace that 50. Correct. So that means we are reassigning the value. Nothing but, then what is the syntax for this? What we can put the syntax? Nothing but simply variable name we can tell. What? Variable syntax. Syntax. Okay. Variable name. Variable name equal to, yes or no? Value. Variable name equal to value. Right. Yes or no? Next. Next, what we can do? Then next is calling a variable. Calling a variable. What is that? Calling a variable. Calling a variable. Yes or no? Reading a value from a variable called calling a variable. So whenever we are reading that values, simply we can call this as calling the variable, right? That means we can say, example, int x is equal to 10, and we are writing our SOPLN statement 10, and we are calling the variable. That means we are simply trying to print the variable. Okay, we are trying to print the variable, right? That this will give the output as 10, or same like this we can say, what what tell me, int y, int y is equal to x. That means we are calling that x variable inside y. This is the nothing but the calling a variable. Yes or no? Yes or no? That is the difference. This is the variable calling. So same like this, how method calling will be there? Yes or no? Definitely method calling will be there or not? So same like last time I show you like how we are calling this m1 method here, right? How we are calling the m1 method here. This is the m1 method, right? This is the m1 method. That means we are, this m1 method we are calling inside q. So this is nothing but the method calling. This is nothing but the variable calling. That means we are calling this x variable inside y. This is the difference, nothing else. Clear, right? You able to understand or not? Next, what next? What we can see? Next, we'll see types of variable. What? Tell me, types of variable. Types of variable. What is the types of variables are there? Based on class scope, based on class scope, variables are divided into, variables are divided two types. Variables are divided into two types based on class scope. What are those? Class scope. Class scope is nothing but, this is the, let me show you in program base also. So this is a class, right? So you can assume this is a whole class. Okay, this is whole class, correct? And this is whole class, and whatever coming under this class is nothing but scope. Scope is starting from here, this curly braces, to this curly braces. Okay, that means whatever coming under the class, is each are the class scope. This space is called as class scope. This space is called as class scope, right? Inside the class scope, these are the class members. This is a method, main method. Okay, this is a main method, and in the main method you can see this is nothing but a member to this class. Okay, member to this class. So don't be confused with these variables. You can ask one question. Hello sir, last time you told these are the variables are also class members. No, these are these are local variables. These are available inside the method, inside the main method. These are available. Yes or no? That means these variables are specific to this method, not to the class. So overally we can say this complete main method is the member of a class, and whole from starting bracket of a class to close bracket, whatever coming under this is nothing but a scope, class scope, right? So now we can see this class scope are two types. What two types? First one, local variable, local variable, local variable parameters. Then second, class label variables, class label variables, right? Then the variables are created inside the method is called local variable. The variable created inside the class label are called as class label variables, or we can call them as global variables. Global variables, yes or no? Or we can call them as global variable. Clear? Clear? Then here type of so you clear or not what is class level variable and local variable, right? Now type of class level variable, type of class level variables, types of class level variables, yes or no? Two types of class level variables, what are those? One is static variable and non-static variable, and non-static variables, static variables and non-static variables. Okay, what is static variable and non-static variable? Simple, nothing is there. Okay, the variable which is having static keyword is called static variable, which is having non-static means not static, having no static keyword, then we can call it as non-static variable, right? The class label having static keyword in its definition, its creation is called static variable, and the variable having no static keyword, is called what? Tell me is called non-static variable, yes or no? Non-static variable. Clear? Yes or no? Any doubt here till here? Any doubt? You guys are clear? Okay, fine, no issues, no issues. So here what we can say, in this example, in this class, can we configure some class level variables? Int x is equal to 10, int or float f is equal to 4.0f. Okay, these are variables or not? One, these are primitive. Okay, let's take one string s is equal to ln. What? ln. String s is equal to ln. Now tell me, this is what? Class level variable or not? These are class level variable or not? And these are method level variable or not? Method level variable means local variables, correct? These are method level variables, these are class level variables. Okay, so if we'll make them as static, that means this is the static variable. Okay, these are non-static. Now remove the static. Now we can call them as non-static variables. If we want to access these variables, we need to create the object of it and we can access, yes or no? But if you will be making them as static, that means directly without creating object, we can use this, or we can access these variables, right? So this is non-static because there is no static keyword, right? This is also non-static because there is no static keywords, correct? Clear or not? Yes. Now if you'll see, what tell me, Now this is nothing but, now this is nothing but static variables. Okay, now we can see memory management, how these things will be getting memory. Okay, means how the memory locations will be happen, that static variable, non-static variable, local variable, how the memory will be getting stored inside the JVM, how JVM will separate the memory location of all above three variables, all of three variables, memory locations of all three above variables. Yes or no? Yes. Now local variables memory location when method is called, and their creation statement creation statement their creation statement is executed. So whenever that method will be getting called, then those local variables will be getting the memory, right? They get memory, they get memory, what with respect to method, with respect to, they'll get the memory with respect to the method, right? So they are also called as, method variable. So they are also called as method variables, right? Local variables are, local variables are local variables are tell me, local variables are automatically created, automatically created when method is executing, or the when method is executing, and are destroyed, automatically after method executions, after method executions. Once method executions will be completed, there is no use of local variables, so those will be destroyed automatically, right? So that's why they are called as, they are called as auto variables also, variables also. Yes or no? Yes. Next, then static variable get memory location when object is, when not object, static variable when class is loaded. Whenever our class will be, when class will be loaded, during compile time, right? Whenever we are compiling any applications, our class will be getting loaded, so whatever static variables will be there, then those will be getting memory during class loading, so those we'll see in very deeply in our JVM architecture. Okay, in our JVM architecture concept, that we'll see in our next coming days. Okay, when class will be loaded into JVM. Yes or no? They get memory with respect with respect with respect to class name. So they are called as class variable, also called fields. What? Also called fields. Yes or no? Then non-static variables get memory during what object creation. We are creating the object, like example E is equal to new example, right? That is the object creations. So during that time, our non-static objects or non-static variables will be getting memory. Okay, object creations using new keyword, they get memory what they get memory with respect to object. Above one is static variable. For static variable, what? Tell me. For static variable, it is class. For non-static variable, it is object, right? So also it is called as, so what? They are called as, yes, object variable. See how many names are there: object variable or instance variable or properties or attributes or attributes, okay, or attributes, and also called as fields. See, these are the alias names. Okay, same thing you can call it as object variable, method variable, local variable, fields, properties, whatever you want. Okay, you can tell them. You can tell them. Okay, you can tell them. So if you write one program here, not program. Suppose you are having a class. Suppose class example. Okay, here class example. We can say static int x is equal to 10, right? Then static int y is equal to 20, yes or no? Then here what is that? Non-static variable int x is equal to 20, int y, suppose int a, we can take int a is equal to, already x is there, right? B is equal to 40. This is non-static, right? Yes or no? This is non-static. See, directly we can take this program na. Why to do that much drama? Directly take this one. What? Local variables. These are nothing but local variables. These are nothing but, see, static variable. Yes or no? Static variable. See, non-static variable. These are non-static variable. Non-static variable. These are nothing but local variables. These are nothing but local variables. Clear or not? Local variables, right? Now here you can write something. Now can you tell me how many variables we have created in this applications, in this program here, in this? How many variables we have created? Tell me how many variables we have created here in these applications. What are the variables we have created? How many variables we have created? Here we have created what? Tell me. We have created what? 4 variables. Here we have created 4 variables. Not 4 variables, 5 variables. Arg is also variable, right? Here, if you'll see, you can see how many variables we have created. Static variables. We have defining 7 variables. Okay, see how this is class. Okay, yes or no? This is our class. This is the static variable. First, non-static variable. Second, third, arg is also a variable. 4, fifth, 6. Yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 variables we have defined. Okay. Can you tell me how many variables are created here? We defined here 6 variables. How many variables has created? Here you can tell 4 variables are created. 4 variables are created. Yes or no? Now you can ask me one question. Okay, sir. Here you told like 6 variables we have defined. How 4 variables has been created? Why? Because if you'll see, This is a static variable, will get memory during class loading, right? These are non-static variables. These are non-static variables. Those will get memory during object creations. Are we creating any object here? We have not created any object of this class. So that's why these two non-static variable will not get memory. Yes or no? X will get memory. Why? Because it is static and during class loading only it will get the memory. Then the next variable is args. Arg is also a array type variable, right? Array, what is array? We will see that one also. Okay, that also we'll see array. Then these are local variables, will get memory when method will be loading. Yes or no? Any doubt here? Clear? You guys having any doubts? No doubts, right? Here we'll mention some rules. We'll mention some rules for local variables. Rules for local variables. Okay. Rules for local variables. What is the first rule? Local variable cannot be accessed from another method. Yes or no? Local variables can't be accessed from another method because its scope is restricted. Scope is restricted only within its method. Only within its method. Yes or no? Only within its method. Also, we cannot guarantee this variable creations. We cannot guarantee the variable creations because why? Because you can ask why we cannot guarantee, sir? Yes or no? Because that method may or may not be called. Okay, it then if it will happen, then it leads to compile time error by saying cannot find symbol. Yes or no? By saying cannot find symbol. By saying cannot find symbol. Yes or no? How? Suppose we can see in program basic also. Here we have another method. We have another method. Here, suppose for example, we have another method. Static void m1. Static void m1. We have another method and we can put this system.out.println a, because already we have declared that a inside main method. Can we write like this? See, can you write like this or not? A has been declared here as a local variable to main method. Now we wanted to print that a inside the m1 method. Can you execute the applications or not? Immediately it will be throwing cannot find a symbol. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. Now next, second. What is the second rule? Second rule. What is second rule? Local variables should not be accessed without initializations. Without local variable must be initialized. Remember this, okay? We can't leave as it is with uninitialized values, right? Otherwise, it leads to compile time error by saying variable might not have been initialized. Yes or no? Here, suppose we'll remove this one. Okay, you understood this one, right? Just to show you, and we are just trying each and every line through program, okay, to make you understand, guys. So you can try all these programs, you can modify these variables, you can as many as permutations, combinations you can apply, and you can change, you can modify in a personal system. Then only you can get to know much things, right? So now let's remove this one. Control save, application will compile and no issues. Now I just wanted to show you if variables, whatever local variables must have to initialize. Okay, initialize means what? This is the initialized. Yes or no? That means we have correct values. We have correct values. Correct. We have correct values. Means we have assigned some values to this. Now tell me this one. Now tell me this is initialized or not? This is initialized or not? Now it is initialized. Now can you declare the value? Simply can you declare the value like this? Can you declare the value like this inside main method? Immediately it will throw error. Immediately compiler will throw error and give left and right. What? Variable A might not have been initialized. Variable A. What is this A? It will ask what is this A? But if you do the same thing in class level, you will be not getting any error. See, are you getting any error here? In class level, compile successful, run also successful. Yes or no? Yes or no? Because class level variable we are not going to get. This is the specific rule for this method level. That means local variable. This is the issues. Yes or no? Next, third rule. What is the next rule? What is the next rule? Third rule. What is that? Third rule. Third rule. Okay. Local variables must be accessed only after its creation statement. Creation statement. Because method executions is sequential executions from top to bottom, from top to bottom, from top to bottom. If we access it before its creations, yes or no? If you access it before its creation, so it will immediately it leads compile time error by saying cannot find symbol. Yes or no? Cannot find symbol. How? Tell me. How? Tell me this one. Suppose we are having a class. Okay, we are having a class. Suppose this is the mm, suppose this is the method. Okay, this is the M1 method or M2 method. Now tell me, we have taken, let's see, one more class. We can take one more class. Okay, new Java class. Okay, new Java class variable 4. Let's take this variable 4. Okay, suppose let's assume, don't go for main method, we'll create, for your better understanding, we'll create static void m1 method. Will create method 1, then one more method will create static void m2 method will create. Yes or no? Static void m2 method will create. Inside the m1 method, let's print this. Suppose there is a value. Okay, there is a system.out.println a. Okay, now what will be the output? Tell me. If we'll print a, then what will be the output? And we are calling this method sequentially to m1 method like this. We are calling the method here inside main method. What will be the output? Immediately it will throw error or not? Immediately it will throw error or not? Variable 4. Immediately it will throw error or not? What error? Where is a? What is this a? Cannot find symbol, right? Because we have simply we are printing a. What is this a? How JVM can understand what is this a? Means int int a int a. Suppose we have declared the variable. Will it execute? Int a. Will it execute? Tell me. Tell me. If we'll print this one, now you can ask, sir, this one throwing error. Okay, that is fine. A was not there. Now we have declared a, right? Now will it print or not? No, everything is depends on sequence. JVM can understand line by line. Okay, JVM is not going to directly jump to this line, then again it will come to this line. Okay, again it will come back. No, each line by line it will execute. First JVM will load the means class will be loaded, then JVM will search for main method, then after main method JVM will come this M1, then it will search where is the M1 method. Now it will come for M1 method. Inside M1 method it will search what is this system.out.println a. Immediately JVM will throw error. Hey, what is this a? I can't see any a declare or initialized here, right? Immediately it will throw error, so it will not execute. Then we have declared here int a. This will also not execute. Why? Because we must have to initialize the local variables. Here we cannot declare the local variables. It will not allow the second rule. Remember, right? Yes. Now this one also, if you execute, it will fail. Compilation will fail. Yes or no? Cannot find symbol. Now see, comment out this line. What it is saying? Variable must have not been initialized. Then what we can do? Now tell me. A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. Will it execute? Now this is interesting or not? Now you can tell, sir, we are reinitializing the value of a as 10. Will it execute or not? Will it execute or not? Tell me. Tell me. It is not allowing. Why? Because we must have to give some values here. Now it will execute or not? Tell me. What is the value of a? First time it, see now here, what is the output from this line? Tell me, what is the output from this line and what is the output from this line? So JVM will understand line by line. JVM will understand first this one. Let's execute. Compile to 510 is coming or not? JVM can first able to understand this line. 5 got stored inside a, then a got printed, the again JVM came here, a got reinitialized with 10. Now the current a value is 10, so that's why it is printing, right? So can we print this line inside this one? Can we print this line inside this one? No, not possible. Immediately it will throw compile time error. Yes or no? Immediately it will throw compile time error. Compile time error. Immediately it will throw compile time error. Immediately it will throw compile time error. Yes or no? See, error or not? Cannot find symbol E because A declared inside the 5. That's why it is not able to store the variable. Yes or no? Clear? Any doubt till now? Any doubt till now? You all clear, right? Next. What next? Here, these are the, you want me to put the same program there? For your understanding, huh? You want me to paste it here? Okay, we'll paste it here. Just we'll decrease the size for our space purpose here. Okay, clear. Now you can ask me one question. Okay, sir, you explain inside the method whatever variable is there we cannot pass, we cannot use inside another method. So how we can, now I want to use this a inside main method, inside m2 method, how can you do this? Is there any ways like we can print or we can use this a inside m2 method, right, in another method? There are, tell me. Here we can mention, here we can mention, here we can mention what questions. You can ask these questions. How can we access, local variable values from other methods? Yes or no? Answer, there are two ways. Oh, there are two ways. Surprising or not? Hey, come on, able to understand, getting my point or not? There are two ways. There are two ways. What are those two ways? First one, pass it as argument. Pass it as an argument. Pass it as an argument. Okay. Then store it using a class label variable. Store it using a class label variable. Interesting or not? We'll see in program also, don't worry. Very interesting, very interesting. Just see carefully how the programs we are doing and what are the steps we are writing. Okay, you can also prepare your own note from these videos. Very much helpful. Don't ignore or don't postpone your task. Here, how can we here store it using class label variable? Now, if we want to use a value in one or two method, store it using local variable in one method and pass it as an argument. Pass it as an argument. What is the argument? That we'll see. Pass it as an argument to another method. Pass it as an argument to another. Pass it as an argument to another method. Yes or no? This approach is recommended. What? Recommended to save the memory. Yes or no? Save the memory. This is recommended to save the memory. Then if we want to use a value from multiple methods, what will happen? How we can do that? Multiple method of a class, then store it using class label variable. How we can do this? Tell me how we can do this. If you want to use a variable in one or two methods, suppose m1 method is there, m2 method is there, okay, store using local variable in one method. Okay, store using local variable in suppose m1 m2 method is there. Okay, suppose you can tell class example. Here we can write in our applications. Here what we can do, suppose here let's assume static void m1. This method is there or not? Int a is equal to 5, system.out.println a. Let's forget about these two lines. Already you clear about these two lines, right? This one also will delete, don't be confused. This is simple our m1 method and this is m2 method. In m2 method just declare some variables. What we'll do? We'll declare some variables. Int q is equal to what? P. Int b is equal to a plus 10. Okay, here we can print b. Same, what it will execute or not? It will execute or not? It will not execute. Let's see. Here we can we call this m2 method? Here, can we call this m2 method here? Yes or no? That means when JVM will be coming, first JVM will execute the main method. Inside main method, now JVM can able to find m1 method. Then it will now it will search for the m1 method, right? Now it will go for the m1 method. It will call the m1 method. Inside m1 method, one variable is there, and it will print that variable. Now JVM found, hey, inside m1 m2 method also getting called. Now it will come for m2 method. Yes or no? It will come for m2 method. Inside m2 method, now it will see this person has been declared int b is equal to a plus 10. So what is this a? A is already declared here. Yes or no? In m1 method. So since a is specific to m1 method, can you use this one? No, here we cannot use this one. That's why immediately it will throw the error. What error? It will throw same cannot find symbol. Yes or no? Yes or no? Same cannot find symbol. these things, it will throw the immediately, it will throw the error. Now what we can do? Now tell me, now what we can do? Simply what we can do, if m1 method will be calling, immediately it will throw compile time error. Okay, now we'll comment out this line. What our print will, our output will come or not? Our output will come or not? What expected semicolon, where is semicolon expected? 11, huh? Where is here we have not called this one. Okay, what will happen? First tell me what will happen? Compile time error or success? Compile time error or success? Getting error or not? A is, it's not able to find A. Here it is not able to find A. Here it is not able to find A. Yes or no? Now compile will success or not? Yes, compilation is getting success. Only output we are getting as 5. Clear? So same this will be same like above program. So how we can use that in class level variable? Okay, how we can use that in our class level variable, that will see in our class level variable, how we can use that class level variable. But here we have mentioned what? if we want to use one value, one or two method, store using local variable in one method and pass it as an argument to another method. So pass it as an argument. How we can pass it as an argument? Okay, how we can pass it as an argument, and how, if you want to store value in multiple methods, how we can store them using class level variables. In class level multiple variables we can see, right? Multiple variables we can see how we can do it. Now tell me, here just by seeing the applications, now you can tell me what to do. Yes or no? Now you can tell me what to do. How we can use this variable? I don't know. I wanted to use this variable. I wanted to use this variable A. I wanted to use this variable A inside M2. How can we use this? Tell me how we can use as an argument. Any idea you guys are having? Tell me. Any idea you guys are having? Here can we use, hey, tell me, you also can give some idea, right? Can we make this to like this? Int m1, suppose int m1 method is there. Okay, int m1 method is there, then return A. We are returning that A, same value we are storing and we are returning that A. Now how we can pass it as an argument to m2 method? I want to use this A inside B. This should success, right? Now can we pass an argument here int type? You understand or not? Getting my point? Can we call this m2 method, and inside m2 I want to use A? How we can use? We can pass an argument. This is an argument, right? This is an argument. Int A we are passing as an argument to m2 method. Okay, that means here whenever we are calling this m2 method and we are passing that A, it will execute or not? It will execute or not? You got confused, right? See, now it is working or not? To see output is coming or not? Are we getting any error? This one is not coming, right? Because we have, now see, 15 will come or not? Now 15 will come, 15 is coming or not? How? Now you can ask me one question, says, hello sir, how this is happening? Yes or no? Previously that A was not able to recognize, then same A is recognizing here. How? Because how JVM will understand? We will see in memory locations wise. This is class, yes or no? This is method. Now JVM will execute this main method. Inside the main method M1 is there. Immediately JVM will look for the M1 method. Hey, where is M1 method? Here is our M1 method, right? Now control will come here till M1 method. Now inside M1 method, a is there or not, means local variable is available. Now it will print that local variable. Now JVM search, hey, inside m1 method one more method is called m2 method has been called, and in m2 method immediately it will search for m2 method. Here m2 method is there or not, immediately JVM will look for m2 method. Now it control came to m2 method. JVM will found, hey, inside m2 method one argument is there. Hey, inside m2 method one argument is there, that is a. So if argument is there, immediately JVM will go to that m2 method call to check during m2 method call, is there any argument they are passing, is there any argument value they are passing, because here argument is there, method argument is there. For that method we need int type, we need to provide any int type value, right, during method call. Yes or no? Now you can see we are passing this a. Why? Because a is 5. It means int type. So we need to pass a int type value here. We are passing this a. Now 5 gets stored here. Yes or no? Inside 5 gets stored here. That means now b, what b will take? A plus 5. This a plus 10. Okay. That means this a contains 5 plus 10 equal to 15. Now the method argument happen or not? Method argument is happening or not? Tell me. Hey, tell me. You able to understand, right? Method argument is happening or not? Yes. Now, how we can use that in class basics, class level, that will be seen. Okay. This one, this is, can we copy these things and paste it here for your purpose? Can we copy and paste it here? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. You able to understand, right? This one, what we are doing here, we can mention as method argument, yes or no? Then the next is what we can do, the next is how we can see, how we can use that, how we can use that class level variables, that we'll see in our next session. And some remaining concepts are there that we'll see in our next sessions. You able to understand or not? Any doubt in today's sessions? Anyone, immediately raise your hand. We are writing many programs, multiple programs. Just type in your applications, understand properly, be focused in class, and type the program in your system so that you can able to understand. Clear or not? Any doubt? Hey guys, any doubt? No doubt, right? Okay, fine. So in our next session, we'll see how we can do the same process, same thing in local. If you want to use values from multiple method or a class, then store using local class level variable. That we are going to see in our next class, and some different keywords that we are going to use. So very interesting. Just type and practice program very well. Thank you guys.